welcome to my channel. I create follow-along stretching videos for beginners, so make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. This video is part of the 30-day stretching challenge that I launched last week. So if you want to join the rest of us on this challenge, make sure you go download the calendar in the description box below. This is the first Friday video. Yay! You've made it. Since we've been focusing a lot on our lower bodies, I decided to create a routine for our upper bodies. This is a spine mobility flow with a bunch of exercises and stretches that really helps to open up the back. Without further ado, let's get started. We'll start off this routine in a comfortable seated position. Place your right hand in front of you and twist back towards the left for a seated twist. On each exhale, twist a little bit further and holding for just a few breaths. Now we'll repeat on the other side, looking back towards the right side, holding and breathing. On each exhale, twist a little bit further. Now we'll place our forearms against the mat and raise our left arm up and overhead, keeping our gaze up towards the ceiling. You should feel a nice side stretch down the sides of your body and an opening in the lower back. Inhale and exhale. Moving on to the next side, we'll place our left forearms on the ground. Again, feeling our lower backs release as we lift our arms over to the side, keeping our gaze up towards the ceiling to feel the opening on the sides of our bodies. Inhale and exhale. Holding and breathing. Next, we'll be doing a seated cat and cow. Exhale as you round your spine into a C shape, using your knees as support. And inhale as you lift your chest up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, rounding out our spines. And inhale, pressing our chest forward and up. Repeating this a few more times. Try to make each movement as big as you can. Inhale as you lift your chest up towards the ceiling. And exhale, rounding out our spines. Now we'll be doing a cat and cow. Getting onto our hands and knees, we'll inhale as we lift our chest up and our chin up. And exhale, drawing our belly button towards our tailbones. Inhale, lifting our chest forward and up the same way we did in the previous movement. And exhale, bring our belly button towards our tailbone. Think about the shape of your spine in each of these movements. Now we'll shift our cat and cow from one side to the other side, gently pressing our bodies outwards to feel the stretch along the sides. Next, we'll do a T-spine rotation by placing our right hand behind our head and bringing our elbow towards our left wrist. Then using our shoulder blades to lift our arms upwards. Make sure that you're not just using your elbow to lift. Keep your elbow and shoulder blades in one line. Exhaling each time we lift towards the ceiling to deepen the rotation. Next, we'll raise our hands up towards the ceiling for a quick extension before we thread our right hand through to the left side, resting on our right shoulder for a thread the needle stretch. You should feel the stretch in your upper back and a twist in the sides of your body. Holding here for just one more breath. Now we'll move on to the other side, placing our left hand behind our head and doing 3 T-spine rotations. Bringing our elbow towards our right wrist, again making sure that you're not just using your elbows, but your entire back. Exhaling each time we lift towards the ceiling. Now we'll lift our hand up towards the ceiling to thread through to the right side for a thread the needle stretch, placing our left shoulder onto the mat. Feeling the stretch in our upper back and a gentle twist in the spine. Breathe and hold. For the next stretch, we'll be doing a puppy pose, keeping our hips aligned with our knees as we gently walk our hands towards the front of the mat. This is a deep stretch for your shoulders. You should feel this underneath your armpits. Think about pressing your chest forward and up to lift rather than pressing your chest in towards the ground. Breathe and hold. Now we'll clasp our hands together into another variation of the puppy pose, deepening the stretch under our armpits. Breathe and hold. Sitting back into a child's pose, lifting our fingers as we shift our armpit from one side to the other side, opening up our shoulders. For the next stretch, we'll move on to our hands and knees. We'll be raising our right leg up and holding it here. Keep your core engaged and continue to lift your leg up until you feel your lower back activate. Holding for one more breath here. And then we'll draw our knees in to reset our spine and repeat on the other side. Bringing our left leg up towards the ceiling and holding it here. Keeping our core engaged and using our glutes and legs to lift up, activating the lower back. Now gently drawing our knees in to round out our back just a little before we move on to a downward facing dog. Focus on using your shoulders to press back so that you're creating a straight line from your wrist, shoulders, and hips. I couldn't do the downward facing dog for at least a couple of years, so this will take practice. Just think about pressing through the mat and using your upper body. Next, we'll lift our right leg up towards the sky, giving our legs a little bend as we twist towards the back until we feel a gentle twist in the lower back. We'll move on to the next side, bringing our left leg up towards the ceiling and giving it a bend as we twist towards the back. Now we'll move into a plank position and gently lower ourselves down onto the ground. Pressing our forearms into the mat as support. On each inhale, we'll be scooping our chest forward and up. You should feel your chest lifting upwards to activate your upper back. You may want to tilt your head back a little bit to feel more of a stretch. Rounding out our backs just a little, and then using our chest to press forward and up to activate our upper backs. This takes a little bit of time to get used to, but really think about using your upper back for these stretches rather than your lower back. Holding here for just one more breath. Now we'll gently walk our hands up a little bit. And add a twist by looking back from one leg to the other leg. Now we'll lower ourselves down onto the ground. Press back into a child's pose. Here, you may want to reach back to grab for your feet, resting our foreheads onto the mat and focusing on breathing and bringing oxygen through your spine. Holding here for just one more breath. That's it for this spinal mobility routine. That's it. I really hope that you enjoyed these stretches. If you're not in on the 30-day stretching challenge yet, make sure you download the calendar in the description box below. And for those of you who are on day 8, yay! Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this Friday video and how the 30-day stretching challenge is going with you so far. Make sure that you give me a like, subscribe to this channel, and stretch again soon. Bye.